Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everyone, welcome to another of hopefully many Friday feature episodes of Psychic Dolphin Garage. This week we have a very special episode. Nick from Means TV is still sticking with us. It's been a full 3 days inside the garage. Things are very humid. Things are just feeling tepid. Everything is sticky, but it's all ride or die, bitches. I'm one of your hosts, Kelton, and joining me as always are my amazing panel of contestants and contributors, Zach, Bo, Dennis, and as previously mentioned before, Nick. How's it going, y'all?
Doing wonderful in the garage.
The swamp bass is gonna kill me.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Zach has donned the Davy Crockett hat from the earlier episode and is demanding that we all refer to him in the third person. I keep trying to say that's how we identify each other anyway in the third person, but it's not really working out too well as a conversation point. So this week's game is a bracket. We all know that brackets are fun and relatively easy, and not at all don't get tripped up into the semantics of deciding how do we choose what moves on to the next round or not. The bracket in question this week is the Problematic Mascot bracket. Woo. And before we dive into this, I just want to give an honorable mention to all the mascots that I couldn't use because their names were just straight up slurs. It was way too many. I don't know what the acceptable number of mascots that have names that are slurs are, but I feel like we crossed that barrier within like the third listicle that I was trying to get these names from.
They're either animals or they're racial slurs.
Yep,
generally.
Yep. They're either animals or races of people that certain racists view as animals, unfortunately.
Ouch.
So
Yeah.
It's real wild here.
I just gotta say, this is it's so nice that we're not doing like I say nice. It's so nice that we're not doing what did the cop do as the game. I know that's the fan favorite, but Jesus, it's been a week.
Yeah,
is that the fan favorite?
Yeah, because I think like Zach's assumption of unarmed black man, which is his singular answer, would unfortunately be very right pretty much the whole time. Doesn't really add to any sort of levity when contrasted with the actual horrors that everyone is facing every day. That's also a good reminder. Please donate to whatever bail funds get involved in the local community that you can. These shows are fun little bullshit things, but you can actually make a real difference in your community. That being said, we have a matchup of 16. They have been randomly sorted, and so we're just going to go through and go into the Elite 8, Final 4, semis, and then pick our winner for Problematic Mascot. Are we ready, y'all?
Yeah, I got a Google image tab open so I can see what they look like.
That's exactly the way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, there are no rules for which one you choose. It's whatever most convinces you that one of them beats the other out. So.
Yes, and again, you can judge it based on whatever. We don't really follow a strict code of conduct or honor with this sort of thing. So the first matchup is Aunt Jemima, who famously made the news this week, versus a former headline maker of years past, Chief Wahoo, mascot of the Cleveland Indians.
I'm going to go first here, and I'm going to go with Chief Wahoo. I know that the history of the Chief, the Cleveland Indians have kind of like faded him out over the years.
Oh yeah, he's
their
not
name
on
is,
any of their merchandise anymore.
Right. Their name is still the Indians, and even here in California, I see a lot of people with Chief Wahoo, like brand new Chief Wahoo caps, which means they're getting like bootleg shit, which means that they're like they just don't get it. And I don't know. It seems.
Oh no, they get it. They fucking get it.
No, but maybe they do. I shouldn't give a pass to my fellow Chicanos around here to say that they should know better because they certainly probably don't. We have our own little version of racism over here. But I'm going to go with Chief Wahoo just because the fans are adamant and they keep making bootleg shit.
Anyone remember like a couple years ago when the Atlanta Braves were going to release limited edition logo for their caps. That was the quote "Screamin' Savage" logo.
Oh, no.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah,
That is
It's
ouch.
not
Oh,
good,
no.
not good. So okay,
Yeah,
Mm.
so kind of piggybacking off of what Dennis said, like, yeah, of course, every idiot with like it's a first name and then a bunch of numbers after their fucking first name as their Twitter handle is just apoplectic about fucking Aunt Jemima right now, right? But nobody's gonna remember that in a month, nay, a week. So, whereas sports fans, their racism is. I mean, you're a fan for once, you're a fan for life. So I think Chief Wahoo advances to the second round.
Yeah.
Saying the word Chief Wahoo alone, I think, just
you
really,
just want
really
to say it
cements
some
that.
more. That and specifically, you want me to say it some more. I understand, though.
Uh-oh.
What about you, Nick? What are you feeling here?
I think Chief Wahoo, because he's still, that's still actively doing harm. It sounds like Aunt Jemima's been canceled.
Yeah.
Like,
Her sins are going down with her to the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Well,
that
very
syrupy grave.
Jeez. Yeah, well-
it's like embalming fluid, just on Jemima floating in a jar. Christ. Right. So, Zach, that it's a 3-0 sweep. So, unfortunately, your vote wouldn't matter. Did you lean one way or the other with this?
Oh, I lean Chief Wahoo.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, then,
Yep.
moving on to the next matchup, we have Mrs. Buttersworth versus and you're gonna have to help me here, Dennis. It's not Chiquita, obviously. Is it Chiquita?
Oh my god.
It's Chiquita.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I am famously a person who lives in Texas but has no ability to speak anything, either Texan or Spanish whatsoever.
Not a
Not even a bit
Tejano.
of English.
Nope.
Not even like Peggy Hill Spanish.
No. I that's actually my dream goal, is to aspire to that, Excuse me, poor favor. Yeah, just a whole lot of that.
This one is tough because Mrs.
I
Buttersworth.
disagree.
Now, here's the thing: Mrs. Buttersworth is still like the bottle is still shaped. Like there are many things problematic with Mrs. Buttersworth. It being like a quote unquote Venus statue, perhaps, but also like she's still dressed like a mammy, even in the even though she's been like PC-ified.
Yep.
But Miss Chiquita has often been associated with Carmen Miranda, who is a very problematic figure for Brazilians. Even though I don't believe these bananas are always from Brazil. I think a lot of them are from Central America, but they kind of go together because she kind of fit the bill. This one's really, really tough for me, but I'm going to go with Mrs. Buttersworth just because it's more of a physical object, and Miss Chiquita is just a sticker that is technically edible.
Historians will look back at the
Fun
piles
fact.
of Mrs. Buttersworth that are currently being bought by conservatives, thinking that they worshipped them as gods.
Oh God! Once all the syrup just hardens because it's just corn syrup. Oh man!
Yucky. Nick, what are you feeling?
Well, I'm doing my research over here. I'm looking at both pictures of the actual human mascots that these companies hire for Chiquita Banana and for Miss Buttersworth. The Miss Buttersworth ones are crazy. Like there's some crazy. If you Google Miss Buttersworth, there's some wild stuff in there. I would have to say though, I think that the Chiquita Banana lady is more offensive in that it's like probably the United Fruit Company or something horrible.
Oh yeah, it's totally
doing a
right.
rebrand.
That's exactly
And Miss
what I was
Buttersworth,
thinking.
I don't think is any sort of explicit race. It's that like it just seems like the general form of a woman. It just seems like they double down in a weird, it seems like they aren't embracing that. They're trying to make it racialized, but the
Yeah.
Chiquita
Right.
Banana woman, this stuff looks ridiculous. The hat of
Right.
fruit,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
So that's
Also-
also,
for the
that's
people
exactly
keeping
the
score at
thing,
home,
right?
That's one for Buttersworth, one for Chiquita. Okay.
It's 2 for Chiquita now.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're doing the worst one. I don't know. Again, the rules are.
I mean, which one
whatever
you
they
would
have
rather
to be.
fuck? I mean, we can be misogynistic
Is that
too.
is that how
So.
we're doing it? Is Chief Wahoo my choice for the sexier mascot in the first round retroactively?
The worst one moves on, right? Worst
worst one moves.
I think
then I
that's
vote Chiquita Banana Lady.
yeah. So yeah, I'm also Chiquita here because I mean, just the idea, as far as we know, at least there have never been Mrs. Buttersworth sponsored death squads in Colombia
Right.
and South America. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we send the
I
death squads
think-
to Canada to claim their maple syrup.
oh jeez, yeah. Well, so yeah, that's where I'm throwing my hat in.
Yep. All right.
What about you, Zach?
I'm also on the Miss Chiquita.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think I remember seeing the first time that the first time I had seen Miss Chiquita as a human mascot, and I was like, for a banana, it's a banana. I don't care what
Make it a
brand
banana
bananas
mascot.
are.
Come on.
Oh,
Peanut butter
what
jelly time. Come on, make it easy.
what brand?
I
is
really
this
love
apple?
this fruit. This nice, portable handheld fruit. I just wish it was sexier.
I wish that I could buy my fruit from a brand and it just Supreme bananas. Why doesn't Supreme sell bananas?
Oh, that
don't
would
give
be
them
so
ideas.
fucking rad.
I was gonna say, don't give them ideas.
You open a banana up and it's just bruised with the Supreme logo on it.
No, it's you get your what's that? It's the brand that does shakes and they sell the packaged the prepackaged shakes. It's like a bag of fruit and veggies and you dump it in. And it's just
that could be anything, Zach.
there's a specific brand that the bag
Slim
fits.
Fast? I don't know.
It's the bags fit in their shake their in their smoothie machine and it makes smoothies out of I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
are you talking about Juicero? That that stupid $80,000 juicer?
Yeah.
Okay,
and it has
there you
the
go.
bags and
that's not a shake. That's juice. There you
okay.
go.
Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Made in
next
Israel.
bracket.
That's right. That's right. So the next matchup we have is Land O'Lakes, their original mascot, versus Uncle Ben's Rice. So Uncle Ben.
I'm gonna go with Land O'Lakes. They used that way too long. Uncle Ben's is the same with Aunt Jemima, has been PC-ified. I'm pretty sure he will just be quietly removed soon. But the other offensive thing about Land O'Lakes is that Native Americans, a majority of us cannot eat dairy. We cannot eat dairy.
Just a slap in the face.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I didn't
really,
know I
it's
was
it's
Native
insult to
American.
injury.
So
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with Land O'Lakes here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah. So Uncle Ben's, I'm going to keep mine short and sweet. Uncle Ben's as a time-honored Spider-Man reference, I think, is unproblematic, and I'm not sure why people are upset about it. So Land O'Lakes advances.
Solid. So you can either go by which is more racist or which is a better Spider-Man reference, Nick.
I mean, these are all Spider-Man references in their own way.
I got to go Uncle Ben's. I feel like Uncle Ben is burned into the brains of more people than the Land O'Lakes lady because it's not like her name is Land of Lakes, It's
True.
they're literally calling him Uncle Ben, and then that's his rice. It's just too much built around him.
I've
What
never understood.
are they
by the
going to
way-
call it when they pull him out? What are they going to call it? Uncle's rice?
Oh, no.
What?
That's almost worse.
I would think so.
Call it Ben's Rice. Just Ben's Rice.
God. See, the thing that's always bugged me about Land O'Lakes is the fact that the obvious rebrand would be to pull from King Arthur lore and then just call it Woman of the Lake Butter. And then it's just, female arm with the sword from the lake point.
Yeah,
Boom,
I love when
easy.
a fucking I get a stick of butter thrown to me from the depths of a lake. That's where I want my butter from.
Well, I mean, it's better than a racial stereotype, I suppose. But
Yeah.
okay, so that's 2-1 now, Zach. What are you feeling?
I mean, I also think that this is kind of the same thing with Aunt Jemima, Land O'Lakes. The Land O'Lakes already fixed their their problematic history. It's all good
Fair
now.
enough.
So we
Now
really
they're a
should,
good company.
Yeah. I think it's Uncle Ben's.
Okay. Well, then by the rules as we go, of each host gets 1 vote. The guest is worth 1.1 votes. Uncle Ben then advances 2.1 to 1 or to 2. My apologies there. Now, the next matchup we have is the Cream of Wheat mascot versus and I have to specify the OG cream of wheat mascot versus the quote unquote funny face drink mix, which included flavors such as Chinese cherry and Indian orange.
Oh, these are
Ooh.
bad, man.
These are. I had to look it up, and they're bad.
I'm looking them up right now. Ooh.
So,
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
very like these are very F is for family is what they are.
Man,
Yikes.
Of where like it's so racist, you're like, this has to be a joke on how racist.
Oh, it's Pillsbury. It's not like it's just some funny faced,
no,
.co. It's
yeah.
Pillsbury.
This was, this is
Yeah, busted.
Busted. You thought you had us with the fluffy little man doing the biscuits, huh?
Okay, so I was going to say it was the funny face, but I'm gonna drop this image into chat really quick. This is gonna push it over the edge for me.
I wanted to add something to the chat too when I was looking at those Aunt Jemima pictures or whatever.
Yeah,
There was a lot of porn.
The fact that there was a doll made of the cream of wheat guy.
oh no.
Oh, that's so creepy.
I'm gonna
Holy
go with
shit.
I'm gonna go with cream of wheat.
Oh man. Ow. Okay.
That's not official, is it?
I believe it is.
What's worse is that it's a sex
Oh.
doll. So
I think cream of wheat wins this round with the evidence that you've presented, Dennis.
all right, well,
God.
I'm gonna say cream of wheat sex doll. Specifically, the next matchup we have is Eskimo pie, which of course Eskimo is a pejorative term for Indian. I'm sorry, god damn it. For
God damn it, fucking bitch, you asshole! For the Inuit.
You were
There we go.
so close. That was almost great. It's like, yeah, of course, we understand this is a pejorative term.
Uh-huh.
Christ.
And then we also have the Frito Bandito, which is exactly what you think it is.
Okay, so the Frito Bandito was definitely offensive. The Eskimo pie mascot has always been just like it's just someone in a fur jacket. I'm still gonna go with Eskimo pie though because it's still called that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Frito Bandito is no longer used. You can't get you don't see this ad of it saying like kids free coloring pencils as a little coupon with Fritos.
I'm looking at that one right now. Yeah, that's
It's okay. I'm Mexican. I can make that joke.
that's a like you got to go out of your way to be racist kind of coloring pencils thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And anyone going to disagree with with Eskimo pie advancing?
No, that seems very fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I actually didn't realize that it was a slur towards Inuit folks.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And then it's like, wait, we just like used that term casually. Wow.
Well,
It's kind of like
my
with
vocabulary.
Yucatan, right? About where like Yucatan actually means like I don't know what you're saying, but
mhm. The thing is, some groups of people do use the term, others don't. It's like it's kind of like the term Indian. Some tribes and bands do use the term Indian, and others don't. And the best way to find out is just to look it up.
Or just like ask politely, be like, hey man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm dumb as hell and don't want to also be racist on top of that. So if you could help me out.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, very cool, very cool. Moving into the next the next matchup here, the Washington R Skins versus Darlie toothpaste. That reference.
This
one fucking sucks.
Easy peasy. Yeah,
fucking
Washington.
It's Washington.
Yeah, it's Washington. One was a slur and changed it a fair amount of time ago, and one is just still a slur. So,
Yeah. And adamant about not changing.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, it is fascinating that it was something. I believe the owner Dan Snyder did something like the Washington R Skin Native American Opportunities Program or something, where you're just like, oh my god, guys.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's it's not cool.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweeping through that. Moving on to the next matchup here in the bracket, we have the Coachella Valley Arabs. I'm sorry, they are now called the Mighty Arabs instead of just regular Arabs, but versus
that makes it all right.
the London Rippers of the Canadian Baseball League.
Okay, so these are both bad. Both bad for two different reasons.
What?
Oh god, this sucks. This fucking
sucks.
sucks.
Honestly, I think more sports teams should be named after serial killers that Sherlock Holmes might have tracked down.
Right.
So I'm gonna say the one that is literally just the Coachella Valley. Really, if your sports team is just here's this ethnic group, they are our mascot.
Right. I was gonna say.
I think that's a little worse.
Over in Texas, I would be surprised if you heard them be called Arabs, but you know. I'm gonna go with the Coachella Valley Arabs because I do have to see them in local newspapers from time to time.
Oh my god,
they aren't our only problematic mascots. My hometown has the Azusa Aztecs.
Oh,
and
that's great.
Somewhere
That's
in Anaheim, nowhere near where the Confederacy ever was, is Johnny Rebel. So
why?
Why? I don't know.
It's just
because
okay. Well, actually, yeah, I know why, but oh god. Okay.
I actually do know why too. It's because of
racism.
Because no, it's because our county was founded by former Confederates.
Well,
yeah, Nick sent me the link to.
All right. Yeah. What about y'all two?
They amended it. I'm also.
I just can't believe that picture. That picture of like just the Arab mascot with like a bunch of white cheerleaders behind him.
The
like
white
it's not even
cheerleader
like it's like
belly
Hamtramck.
Yeah.
It's what? It's just like what
so
made you think
looking?
I mean, like my high school, I remember was like a newer high school, so they had the whole town vote on like what we would become. And our high school was named after the different Native American tribes in the area. So we were the Matia Valley, and there was also like Wabanzi Valley, and those were the names of the different. So it's like right there. No, we can't be doing that. And then people would do a vote, and so we voted for some dumb shit like the Mustangs, and like the Wabanzi was like the Warriors, but they're the Warriors, so that's also racist. It's like you can't. High schools, I think we just have to get rid of them. Maybe
you could
absolutely. High school sports should be abolished.
I'm okay with like a generic warrior where it's just a dude in a helmet with like like a sword,
like a Skyrim helmet.
Definitely isn't a hoplite. It's just
you mean that weird like bizarre pivot that the Golden State Warriors did, where they were like, oh yeah, no, we meant like the mythic kind of warrior. Don't look at our mascot pre-1970, for the love of God, please.
Right? Don't. Yeah, we meant Roman warriors. Yeah,
it should be Coachella Valley Dovahkiin. There you go.
Oh, fantastic. So the final matchup of this round is the Orofino High School Maniacs, which doesn't sound necessarily, one way or another that problematic until you realize the high school is within 50 miles of a mental health facility, and that's why they're called the Maniacs. No. Versus the Fightin' Whites, which was a intramural baseball team that existed as almost a parody of various ethnic mascots.
Well, that rules.
Intramural basketball team. I mean, yeah.
That one's actually good. Like that one's funny. Like
it's a very like early mid 2000s kind of satire. It's like, hey.
I mean, it was
unfortunately still relevant. But
the idea did come out in 2002, so you hit the nail on the head there, Bo.
Yep. Called it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very Idiocracy. It's very Bill Maher sort of joke.
Yeah, we're renaming saltines. We're giving them a mascot. It's Miss Cracker.
Ha ha!
The drag queen. Yeah, she's great. I love her. I'm gonna go with the Orofino High School Maniacs. That mascot's also just kind of unsettling.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures myself.
Did you see the one with the law enforcement where they're like all the girls are holding basketballs with like maniacs on their shirts, and then it just says in the back, "We love law enforcement."
Yeah, that's such a cursed fucking image. Yeah,
pushes it over the edge for me.
Oh,
See,
boy.
what they should have done for the Maniacs, if they want to rebrand it, they keep the mascot, but it's like just kind of a shifty looking kid in a trench coat. Like, there you go.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio from the Basketball Diaries. Just
I was thinking more the kid from Heathers, but yeah.
okay. I see. We both are figuring out which recent movie we've watched, dear listeners.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes it Maniacs, I assume.
I think so. Yeah.
Maniacs.
Very cool. So moving back, then we are into our Elite Eight. First matchup of this round, we have Chief Wahoo of the Cleveland Indians versus Miss Chiquita. Chiquita.
I swear to God.
Just say like key, Chiquita.
Chiquish. Nah.
They're close enough.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
What
do we think, folks?
I'm gonna go with Wahoo because I think if Miss Chiquita was like, if she was retired, it wouldn't be that big of a. It is the whole sports fan thing where it's like it's a different level of like fandom,
Fanaticism, you might say.
Yeah.
That tracks for me.
All right, so that's one for Wahoo. Are you also going Wahoo, Bo?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Three.
I think Wahoo.
Yep. Okay, clean sweep here. Need to do better on these matchups and start thinking about the second rounds here, y'all. Sorry. So, next matchup, we have Uncle Ben versus Cream of Wheat. Not at all a sex doll. So,
I hate that.
Uncle Ben all the way. He can make it to like the final round even.
I'm gonna go with Uncle Ben too because the Cream of Wheat guy now has been made to just be a chef, and that's like aspirational.
Aw.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben. The title Uncle specifically rings of a very specific era of American history. So yeah.
By the way, no one
bad.
for the love of God look up Uncle Ben sex doll because the first thing is Uncle Ben has one last secret to tell. Copy pasta from Reddit, and I'm not clicking on that link.
Well, Reddit.
All right.
If I go quiet, I'm not reading that in the background. Okay. I need everyone to understand that. So Uncle Ben advances then.
I guess so.
I'm good with
Okay.
Uncle Ben.
Awesome. Eskimo Pie versus Washington R skins.
It's Washington.
Washington, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, like, unlike in real life, the Washington professional football team actually continues to win 2 things in a row. So, now,
jokes.
Final matchup for this round, we have the Coachella Valley Arabs, or Arabs, versus the Orofino High School Maniacs. So Arabs versus Maniacs.
Going off that, that's just that's just every dude who signed up to fight in fucking the Iraq War after 9/11. But every single fucking Adam Driver out there. Anyway, I gotta go with the Coachella Valley Arabs just because from that link, if you actually look at the costume, it's like if Chuck E. Cheese was racist. So yeah, they advance.
I'm gonna have to go with the Arabs as well. It's just bizarre.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I can see how it would be pretty difficult to top that. So weirdly enough, we are now moving to a point where then we have Chief Wahoo versus Uncle Ben, and then the Washington professional football team against the Arabs.
I'm gonna go with Uncle Ben because Wahoo at least technically isn't around anymore. He just keeps like the ghost of Chief Wahoo keeps popping up on bootleg merch. But there is actual Uncle Ben Rice that I can go purchase right now.
Just made in some dude's garage as opposed to out on the main floor.
As opposed to like Pillsbury, whoever owns the company.
Yeah.
Oh man, someone took home all of the templates for all of the embroidery. I assume it's templates. I'm not sure how embroidery works.
It's like a template, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board the Uncle Ben train. Yeah.
All right, Uncle Ben advances to the finals. So That's always positive, I suppose. And then the Washington professional football team, the R-Skins, versus...
It's the one that's the slur, Kelton.
Yeah, the mighty Arabs.
The one we can't say.
Yeah, the one
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the one we can't say as
the
well.
one that even I feel uncomfortable saying, and I am Native American.
Well, just remember to bleep yourself earlier in the episode, Zach.
Yep.
Right. So then I guess we don't quite have to discuss who would win in the final between Uncle Ben's Rice and the Washington professional football team.
Right.
This was such a pointless exercise. It's so obvious from the beginning. It's the
Right.
most racist. Like, yeah, they're all racist, but one is literally like the terrible slur.
Yeah,
Like,
you've
come
got
on.
fucking Superman in a superhero bracket here. It's like, oh well, if Batman had prep time and access to kryptonite, it's like, no, he's fucking Superman. Like,
Right.
you know?
Like, the thing is, Uncle Ben probably will be quietly removed from packaging. We know that. But, like, they aren't going to remove that name. They will die on that hill, and some people probably have already.
No, it'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
like
absolutely.
slow. They'll be like they'll keep the name, but then they'll change the logo to just like feathers or something. And then after
Yeah.
that, then they'll change it to something else that's like still basically saying Native Americans, but not
Mhm.
using a slur to describe them.
They'll just
And it's
call
like,
it
no,
the Skins.
just be Washington, trees. Like pick
Oh.
anything else. Like
Washington Pigskins.
there you
Football.
go.
There
Right
you
there.
go! And then their
Wow.
mascot's a cop.
Wow.
The Washington Cascadian Separatists.
Did y'all see?
Don't
by
ask
the
any
way,
other
the,
questions.
PETA begins protesting their name change.
That is one of the things that's in the discourse now about like what is and isn't okay to be as far as like race goes, and native depictions of Native Americans is for the most part still not considered racist for some
Stuck in the
reason.
1920s is where it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Well, glad that
Amazing.
sweep happened. Yeah.
Well, if maybe if we continue protesting and rioting,
Because
One
again,
day-
that's what this is all about.
yeah,
Yeah.
one day we'll have all of the racist logos changed, and racism will be solved.
Mhm.
Yep.
Also, I suggest watching In Whose Honor. That was the name of the documentary that I had to watch. It's very good.
Well, cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, especially thanks for grinding through this with us.
Absolutely, anytime. Thanks again for having me. It was fun.
Of course.
It's always fun whenever it suddenly just becomes a battle for, well, who's going to play second here? Because there's a very clear winner in this bracket. So, what can we do? All right. Well, I guess if you got, what have we got going on today, Zach?
Oh, tonight is our stream, our game stream. I am assuming that we're going to be playing The Came from a Communist Planet because I haven't played it yet and I really want to, and I need to convince Dennis to let me play that on stream.
Yeah, just play a game that has terrible SEO for sure.
Yeah. Look, we played Pokemon. We hit the SEO on that, but some nights I just wanna play dumb indie games. It's part of the Twitch bundle, Dennis. It's not that bad.
All right, whatever. You're good. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What else do you guys have?
Nothing. I'm working on videos, so hopefully those will work out soon.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. So check out the stream tonight. As always, also, please check out Means TV. Thank you again, Nick, for joining us for
please.
this just carnival of madness. We love you. We appreciate you. And most importantly, we'll talk to you again on Tuesday. Bye, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/psychicdolphingarage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJ Demon.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter insignia. We gotta abolish ICE, we gotta abolish ICE, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs, the globe stares in astonishment. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand in judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in the struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.